Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the morning session of Parkinson's Voice Group. On the schedule this morning, we have vocal warm-ups, reading exercises, cognitive exercises, and a cool down. A quick reminder to speak with intent, and some ways we can focus on that is by taking a deep, big breath before beginning to speak, by using our abdomen muscles to help force air out of the lungs, by maintaining good posture, and by opening your mouth when speaking. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and warm up. Our first exercise this morning is the may, me, my, mo, moo exercise. And for this, we are going to use connected speech, meaning that each word will blend into the next until we create a long chain of connected words. It will sound like this. May, me, my, mo, moo. And we will do this exercise 5 times. All right, everyone, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight with your feet flat on the ground. Let's get started with round number 1. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Round number 2. Ready, set, go. Good job, guys. Keep up that intensity. Round number 3. Ready, set, go. Round number 4. Ready, set, go. And our last round, number 5. Ready, set, go. Excellent job with that exercise, everyone. Let's move on now to the sustained ah. So for this exercise, we are going to hold out a long ah for 10 seconds. We are going to do this as loud as we can, trying our very best to stay within that 75 to 80 decibel loudness, which is safe for our vocal folds, but still using that intensity that we're always targeting. So we are also going to do this exercise 5 times, and it will sound like this. Ah. So try your best to keep a nice and steady ah for the entire 10 seconds. All right, take a deep breath. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. That was 10 seconds. For round number 2, ready, set, go. Great work. Make sure you're taking in a nice deep breath before each round. Ready, set, go. Great work. So now on to round number 4. Ready, set, go. Excellent. And we've got one more round for this exercise. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and move on. The next exercise we have is the glide from low to high and then back down from high to low. So in between, when we go from low to high, we want to pause, take a breath, and then come back down from high to low. So we're kind of splitting it in 2 pieces. So we are going to do this exercise 5 times, making sure to stay intense with our voice, but also trying to glide as smoothly as possible up and then back down. All right, it will sound like this. Ah. Pause, take a breath. Ah. So try your very best to make this exercise sound nice and smooth. I am not the best singer, so I'm sure you guys can do much better than me, but really concentrate and think about gliding as well as using that intensity. Ready, set, go. Excellent, everyone. For round number 2, ready, set, go. Great work. Round number 3, ready, set, go. Round number 4, ready, set, go. And lastly, round number 5. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to functional phrases. Some things to keep in mind for this exercise are to focus on using intent for each and every word. It's also important to notice the punctuation at the end of some of these phrases because, for instance, when we ask a question such as, "How was your week?" we want to have that rising intonation at the end of the sentence so it really sounds like a question to all of our listeners. Let's go ahead and get started. So for this, we are going to say each phrase 2 times. Let's start at the top of the list and work our way down saying each phrase once, and then we'll start back over and go back down the list a second time. The first phrase will sound like this. It was great to see you. Ready, set, go. The next one is, how was your week? Ready, set, go. Next up we have, are you heading out to work? Ready, set, go. Next we have, can I lend you a hand? Ready, set, go. The next one is, I'm not sure. Ready, set, go. And lastly, we have good afternoon. Ready, set, go. Excellent work using that vocal intensity. Let's jump back to the top of this list and go through once more. The first one will sound like this. It was great to see you. Ready, set, go. The next one is, how was your week? Ready, set, go. Next we have, are you heading out to work? Ready, set, go. The next one is, can I lend you a hand? Ready, set, go. Next we have, I'm not sure. Ready, set, go. And lastly, we have, good afternoon. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Let's move on to counting. All right, everyone, so for this exercise, we are going to use that connected speech again, just as we did with the may, me, my, mo, moo exercise. We want to make sure we are holding out each word nice and long and then gliding into the next. We are going to each do every line 2 times. So we'll go through just like this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'll say, and again, and we'll start back at the top like this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so make sure you're using that vocal intensity while also gliding from word to word. All right, your guys' turn for that first line. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work. Down to this next line, starting with 30, it will sound like this. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And again. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. All right, starting with 30. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work. Down to the next line, starting with 55, it will sound like this. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And again. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work, everyone. Down to the last line, starting with 80, it will sound like this. 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And again. 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Ready, set, go. And again. Excellent. Let's go ahead and take a quick water break. It's super important to stay well hydrated throughout the day and also when intensely using your voice during these exercises. If you don't have a cup of water next to you, feel free to go ahead and pause this video, fill up a cup, and then come on back when you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and get rolling into our next exercise. So next up, we have reading using intent, and we are going to reach for that 75 to 80 decibel loudness. We are going to read a number of sentences, making sure to focus on each and every word using that intensity. We're going to go through each sentence just one time. Let's go ahead and start at the top of the list. The first sentence will sound like this. They are playing golf. Ready, set, go. The next sentence is, did you pack the fishing lures? Ready, set, go. Next we have, we painted our kitchen. Ready, set, go. And the last one is, let's go paddle boating. Ready, set, go. Great work. I've got a couple more for you all. So the next sentence I have is, wear suntan lotion. Ready, set, go. Up next we have, let's play a board game. Ready, set, go. The next one is, I want to see your new car. Ready, set, go. And the last one on your screen is, I'm tired from swimming. Ready, set, go. We've got a couple more for us, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. So let's start with the first one. It says, the water feels fine. Ready, set, go. The next one is, here is a cold drink. Ready, set, go. The next sentence is, beat the heat. Ready, set, go. And lastly, we have, where's the gas station? Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to our cognitive exercise. For this exercise, we are going to name 5 things in each category. So our first category is Summer Olympic sports. Go ahead and grab a pen and a piece of paper, and we will write down at least 5 Summer Olympic sports, and then we can come back and compare. Feel free to pause this video and give yourself a little bit more time. All right, go ahead and write down 5 Summer Olympic sports. All right, let's go ahead and compare the 5 Summer Olympic sports that I came up with are archery, badminton, canoeing, rowing, and sailing. Now that I've shared my 5 Summer Olympic sports, I'd love to hear the 5 that you guys came up with. So when you are sharing these back with me, make sure you read each and every sport with intent. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Let's move on to another one. This next category is clothing stores. So go ahead and jot down 5 different clothing stores. Feel free to pause this video and then we'll come back together and compare answers. So for the 5 I came up with, my first one was Eddie Bauer. Next I have Gap. My third was Banana Republic. Next I wrote down Old Navy. And lastly, Nordstrom's Rack. Now that I have shared mine, I'd love to hear the 5 clothing stores you came up with. So go ahead and read each and every one with intent. Ready, set, go. Great work using that intent in every single word, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to the very last category I have for us today, which is things in a salad. So this is any ingredient or mix-in that you might add to a salad. Go ahead and take a moment. Feel free to pause this video and write down 5 things you might put in a salad. Okay, I'll go ahead and share the 5 that I came up with. So the first one I thought of was croutons. I also came up with cheese, dressing, carrot shavings, and tomatoes. Now you guys are up to share the 5 things that you would put in a salad. Make sure you're using intent. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Thanks so much for sharing. Let's move on to our cool down. So for our cool down exercise, we have 2 different types of loud ahs. We are going to hold this first loud ah for 5 seconds. We are only going to do this exercise 1 time, so make sure that it is nice, strong, steady, and using that good vocal intensity. It should sound like this. Ah. Make sure you are also speaking down low in your speaking voice instead of up high in your singing voice. All right, ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. That was 5 seconds. So now for our second type of cool down exercise, we have a long and loud ah for as long as you can go. So for this exercise, we are going to aim for 20 to 25 seconds. But again, hold that as loud and long as you can. This would be a great time if you would like to turn on your sound meter or pull out an app on your phone, because we are still going for that 75 to 80 decibel loudness. So I will count out for you so you can kind of figure out how long you're holding it for, but you can also feel free to use a stopwatch if you would like to get a more accurate representation. So I'll do a quick little example of what the long and loud ah will sound like, but remember, hold it out for as long as you can. It will sound like this. Ah. Okay, everyone, this is our last 2 times through this exercise, so make sure you're sitting up nice and straight with your feet flat on the ground. Take a nice, big, deep breath in, and ready, set, go. Ten seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. Great work, everyone. I know this exercise is kind of exhausting, but we've got one more time through. Go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need, and take a deep breath before starting this next loud, long ah. All right, everyone, ready, set, go. Ten seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. Excellent work, everyone. Well, that concludes our exercises for today. As always, if you have any ideas or comments, we would love them if you sent them our way. Lindsay's email is listed on your screen in blue text. So feel free to shoot any comments or ideas to her. Thanks so much for joining us, and make sure you keep up with these videos twice a day, every day. We'll see you next time.